Peace and welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop. I am KRS-One. As you know, the Temple of Hip Hop is a hip hop preservation ministry, archive, school, and society. We believe that to preserve hip hop, you got to preserve hip hoppers. We're about hip hop as a subject, not just as objects. Come over here for a minute. Right now, I'm in Sacramento, California. We're about to do this club called Harlow's. I've been ripping the Bay Area since I've come out here. Shout out to the whole Bay Area, Northern California. Oakland, you know we got down and it was crazy. Talk to the kids, spit a raw rhyme in the studio. It was crazy. Shout out to Mr. Community on that one, Terry T, and the whole crew out in Oakland, California. Then we came down, of course, just to do some research in the Bay Area as well. We're talking about the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So while I'm on the West Coast, I'm gathering information about the different areas up here in the West Coast, different areas, different pockets of hip hop. And how they started, the difference between, say, Oakland and Vallejo, the difference between, say Northern California and Southern California, like LA, and then the difference between LA and Fresno, or LA and San Diego, this kind of thing. So we're having a great time learning, studying. This is what it's all about. It's about peace, love, unity, and safely having fun. This is what the Temple of Hip Hop is all about. Other people may be about other things, but what we're about is the evolution of our culture, the building of civilization, the establishment of hip hop as a global culture for peace and prosperity. To do that, we can't be bickering and arguing amongst ourselves. We can't be slandering each other's names. We can't be accusing one another and with no justice in sight. What we have to do is unite. If we stay in disunity, there's no way we're going to be able to protect our heritage, protect our children, keep hip hop alive, keep it going. Look, if anything that I'm saying right now is stupid, ignorant, crazy, or a lie, turn this off right now and go about your business. But if what I'm saying is the truth, let's stand on truth. It is better to forgive than to seek revenge. It is better to have faith than to doubt. It's better to love than to hate. It's better to give than to receive. These are timeless lessons, and they're universal too. They're all over, and the whole world knows about these specific lessons. We're going to talk about these today. We're not stopping, but we're pausing or hesitating with our last lesson, which is track 5, where we're talking about the building of nation. And we have that last piece of our gospel. Those that have been reading the gospel of hip hop with us, that last piece, we're holding that up, track 5, till I get to a more stable environment. Because, we pull out pen and pad, we got to highlight stuff and do all of that. But while I'm on tour like this, I try to impart lessons and personal knowledge to get you through your personal life. See, remember, you could be professional all day, but if your personal life is in disarray or a mess, you're not going to be successful in your career. This is about life, and it's about a lifestyle. That's what this is about. So we're going to talk a little further. Let me try to fight through the crowd. This is one of those type of clubs. There's no, security, and you're going through the back door in the elevator. This is a one-way in, one-way out situation. I love it. This is an emceeing exercise for me as well. Let me keep that real with you too. Matter of fact, let me just give you this background information. One of the shows in Los Angeles was a makeup show. That's before COVID, I was coming out to LA to do a show at a place called Garden Grove. And COVID came and the show got postponed. So we just got a chance to do the show now. We just got a chance to do the show. Now, I did the show already, Los Angeles, a couple of days ago. Just got a chance to do the show. But coming to Los Angeles, when I was coming, I said, you know what, let me call a few of my old stomping grounds and surround the date itself. And it's not even so much for the money, because these are not big money dates, but it's the calisthenics of emceeing. That's what you need. That's what this is all about. That is what helps you to continue your craft, is the fact that you have the stamina and the energy to actually do it, to actually pull it off. So you can't do that all the time on big stages where you basically just walking around and, you know, or even if you got dancers and so on, you're still not doing a lot of work. You're giving your rhyme, you're doing your thing, and a lot of people rock big stages like that. But for an MC, for a people's poet, you got to be up on the people, because it's not just the live performance. The live performance, when you up on people like that, you get that energy and you get the stamina to stay in front of them. You get that. But the other side is that you also get rhymes, rhyme styles, you get themes. Your mind opens up in that way. And so being amongst the people, playing clubs and bars and, you know, smaller areas, even if you was a major recording artist, you still got to play those little spots to keep your calisthenics up, to keep your emceeing up. So I'm gonna walk in here right now and get this off and see what it really is. I gotta walk. I said all that, now I gotta walk through the crowd to get to where I'm going. Let's just keep this hot, and we're gonna continue this lesson right now. But this is what it's all about. We're talking about longevity. We're talking about longevity and some of the timeless wisdom that it takes in order to preserve hip-hop for real. We're preserving hip-hoppers. So hip-hoppers have to have a knowledge of themselves. Let's rush in. Yeah.
We gon' keep it jumping. The ones that's rockin' with me, we gon' keep forever. Tough love, but on everything we in this together. If it's productive for the fam, you know it's whatever. It's now or never. We gon' make it better. Hey, I can't make a change. If they don't wanna change, I can't make a change. If they don't wanna change, hey, I can't make a change. Hey, if they don't wanna change, I can make a change. If they don't want to change, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Again, it's Mr. Lewis, y'all. I got merch in the back for y'all. We're going to continue to get it in. It's all motivation. All motivation.
Yeah, it's right over here.
I gotta go.
Right here.
I can't sit around being lazy now.
All right. So, oh yeah, I got a chair. Oh, they got the chair strapped. No, you know what? I can do it. All right, let me get in here real quick. Rearrange my situation. Woo, that's hot. All right. So as I was saying, this is like I said, a side lecture, a side teaching, because I'm on the road. And when I'm on the road, what we do is we talk a little bit about the wisdom that we've learned while reading the gospel over a 2-year period. You know, I thank you all for riding with us over these 2 years. You know, I was just talking the other day about, I was talking the other day about well, I'll just lay it on you because it opens up what it is I'm going to talk about. It's that I realized the secret of the pyramids. I know this might be a little heavy, but bear with me. I realized the secret of the pyramids, at least one of them, and it was the fact that it wasn't so much about the pyramid itself. It was more about the lesson that the teacher was teaching, and the pyramid was the byproduct of the lesson. We tend to think that pyramids and other kinds of structures were just built, like I said, where we want to build a structure to show how great we are. That's the mentality of a colonist, imperialist, and they're putting that mentality on the people that they've conquered or invaded, robbed, and so on. But if you look past the imperial thinking and look at the people themselves, you will see that this wasn't about grandizement, the pyramids or any of the ancient temples. This was not about grandizement. So what was it really about? If you're building an ancient temple and you're talking about immortality and uniting with the universe, you're not talking about, oh, I'm gonna build this to show everybody that I'm large. No, you're gonna build a structure based on your knowledge, based on what you perceive of the world around you. I realized that the ancient structures, pyramids, temples, obelisks, these were the byproducts of a certain knowledge. So like the teacher is teaching and saying this goes here, this goes here, this does this, and not this goes here like bricks and stuff. Your life is this, your life is that. Nature does this, God does that. The forces in the earth do this. While you're learning about the forces of nature, the forces of the universe, the intelligence that's through it all, while you're learning that, the pyramid is going up. Because this type of knowledge, you have to experience it in order to know it. This is not an objective learning where the learning is over there and you over here. You know, like Christopher Columbus discovered America. That's years ago, and it's a lie. So yeah, that's way over there, you over here. The knowledge of truth, you experience it. You experience the knowledge of truth. When you're looking at knowledge of life, you don't read a book to understand life. You have to read life. And life, the language of life, is all about circumstances, situations, unplanned, words like providence and divine guidance. This is what goes into the language of life. The human mind can't explain life. The human mind don't even know what a mind is. Nobody even know what consciousness is. And this is the point. This is the point. So I realized the secret. And the secret is here, or the lesson, the revelation, is that these structures were the byproduct of a certain knowledge that had to be experienced in order to be known. And the experience of the knowledge produced the pyramid, produced the obelisk, produced the temple. The temple. This brings us to what we're about here. Our temple of hip hop was not built with hands. It was built by our character. The temple of hip hop is you building yourself within hip hop. And the idea is building yourself, strengthening yourself, healing yourself, maturing yourself. That's the lessons we're teaching here. And so our temple of hip hop, whether it be a building, whether it expands into a city, whatever it is, the city as well as the building structures are the byproducts of what we've been studying. It's what happens. It's the effect of what our knowledge is all about, the way in which we're approaching hip hop as breaking, emceeing, graffiti, art, DJing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, street knowledge, and street entrepreneurialism. You know, we got 3 spellings to hip hop, which represent consciousness, culture, and commerce. We started hip hop in 1973. We're coming up on its 50th anniversary. So, and of course, you know, there's more. But these little areas here, and this understanding of hip hop in this way, has moved us into a place of victory, a place where our childhood dreams became true. We realized how to manipulate reality. And that's a heavy thing to say, but it's the truth. There's no other way to put it. We've realized how reality works. And when you know how reality works, there's certain things in life you don't need. There's certain things you just no longer need. You know, you always need money. You always need money. But at this level of understanding, even that, like imagine if you could manipulate your reality, you can manipulate it to a point where you don't need money. Like a person who's not of the right character but has this knowledge would immediately say, well, if I'm going to manipulate reality, let me go get $1 million. Let me go get the big house. As opposed to realizing that if you can manipulate your reality, will put yourself in a position where you don't have to need any of these things, where everything you need, you already have. And if you notice, what you need is not material. The material is satisfying an inner need. So if you can just get the inner need, what do you need with the material? These things are tools. Everything from this table here, to this hat, to the heater, to the chair, to the flat screen TV, whatever it is, these are just tools. You don't get too wrapped up in any of this stuff because it comes and it goes. And that's how you want to deal with material things anyway. You get more of them when you let them go and let a new thing come in. Holding on to something. Yo, I need this. This is what it is. You're never going to get nothing new. You're not going to get anything new. The only way you can get new stuff is with empty hands. You got to empty your hand of the old and get with the new. It's not a diss to the old. We about tradition. But sometimes you got to put that old stuff aside and realize something new. Realize a new being in yourself. Whatever happened to you in your past, let it go. Only you have the ability to let go or hold on to whatever hurt or trauma you are experiencing. It's an old saying that says, it's not about what happens to you that is the truth. It is how you respond to it that is the truth. People can take the worst situation that has happened to them and turn it into a good. People do it all the time. Turn disaster into opportunity. Turn some harrowing situation into a healing story for somebody else. But if you walking around with a hateful heart, with a revengeful heart, a selfish heart, you as a personal being are not gonna go nowhere. This is not about righteousness for the sake of, I wanna look good to somebody else. This is about righteousness for the sake of your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your professional health. You know, think about it. Nobody ever got rich on their talent. Talent helps, but knowledge, reputation, a few contacts, a few friends, this is what gets you where you gotta go. A smart attorney, a creative accountant. These are the things that get you to where you gotta go. An aggressive agent or manager. This is the one that gets you where you gotta go. There's talented people all over the place. But what they're lacking is character. That's what gets you where you gotta go. Character. So as we talk about this, I want to impress upon you that, again, I started off with the preservation of hip hop starts off with the preservation of the hip hopper, and this is what we're talking about. And you know, I think I'm about to go on. I'm talking, but I'm also listening to the brother out there. He's rocking it right now. I'm gonna go on after him just now. But you know, let me just. I think he said this was his last song, so we're gonna go and get started. But what I'm trying to impress upon you is that don't think that the preservation of hip hop is about preserving this hat. Or this jacket because I wore it tonight, you know, or whatever. Run DMC's Adidas or LL Cool J's hat or Cool Herc's turntable or whatever it is. There's a place for this to preserve hip hop's objects. But as you know, as a temple of hip hop, a temple for hip hop, we're into preserving and lifting up the hip hopper, the one who created hip hop, the one who brings hip hop into physical manifestation. You. So if you ain't right, hip hop ain't right. If you're hurt, hip hop is hurt. If you heal, hip hop has healed. And this is the point. Some of us got to start taking hip hop more seriously. And when it says take hip hop more seriously, that means your conduct in it. You know, anytime you argue with another hip hopper, you gotta know that you're tearing down the culture. You gotta know that. Now, of course, you may have serious beef with somebody within the culture. No doubt. Dude did you wrong, this one did you right, whatever it is, I don't know. But you gotta know that even with a just argument against another hip hopper, if you're against another hip hopper, somebody in the same group you in, you tearing down the whole group. So if you serious about hip hop, you're not serious about tearing down the whole group. You're not serious about that. Like, you can't have it both ways. Either you're willing to sacrifice, you know, willing to forgive, willing to receive forgiveness, willing to give up your own guilt, willing to give up doubt, give up revenge. This helps the culture. The culture. Disunity don't help the culture. Unity helps the culture. And again, what I'm saying is the truth. Nothing I'm saying here is a lie, stupid, or that you never heard before. That's the real kicker. Everything I'm saying, you already heard it. You already know it. So why are we not moving on this? We know that fighting amongst ourselves is only going to bring us down, while the enemy looking, laughing, grateful and glad that we can't get our act together. You gotta know this. So at the end of the day, the preservation of hip hop begins with the preservation of the hip hopper. We gotta love one another more. We gotta bring peace to our own culture. Nobody else is going to. Everybody else shooting at us and wanna lock us up. I think this is it, y'all. We might have to go get started. So look, yep, I'm KRS-One. This is the Temple of Hip Hop. We might be able to continue this next week as well, but I think they have another act coming on. Let me just listen. Yeah, see, this is really this is why I like coming to Harlow's. I've been coming here for years. I come here, you get all the elements here: breaking, emceeing, graffiti, writing, DJ, just like the whole, like it's all right there for you. And these guys get together, you know, and you know how many differences they have to put aside. There's gangs here as well, you know, rivals and so on. But when you come to a KRS show, obviously you come to put that nonsense aside and enjoy hip hop, enjoy the reason you fell in love with this. And so, you know, as I listen to beatboxing going, I probably should go out there and see what they're doing. But as I end this and bring it to a conclusion, let me also mention Hip Hop Appreciation Week, May 15th to the 22nd this year. Let me also mention, well, I was going to mention the 50th anniversary, but you already hear about that each week. There's nothing new to say about it either. We're just still working on the exhibit, working on the history. Like I said, I'm out here in Los Angeles. Well, actually, I'm in Sacramento right now. But I'm gathering information. I'm gathering the different neighborhoods and their history. You know, there's a cool herc in every part of the United States. You know, there's a DJ, a b-boy, b-girl, an MC even. You know, every town got they rock him, so to speak. And it's important at the 50th anniversary that we get those stories as well. You know, we do pride ourselves on saying that, yeah, hip hop starts in the Bronx. Yeah, but that's the only way it started. The whole tree of hip hop is global. Everybody contributed, especially over a 50-year period. You can't leave out the rest of New York. You can't leave out Philadelphia, even the tri-state area, Jersey, Connecticut. You can't leave out Miami, Florida. Come on, man. You can't leave out Chicago, West Coast, down south, Atlanta. Come on, these are all major contributors, not just to hip hop music, but to not only the elements, breaking, emceeing, graffiti, or DJing, just the core four, beatboxing. Okay, that comes from the whole that comes from the whole United States. That comes from everywhere, and especially over a 50-year period. But not only that, the culture of hip hop comes from everywhere. You know, we talk about this all the time, about the culture of hip hop coming from, well, you know, Puerto Rico, shout out to the Boricua, but also Jamaica, Haiti, you know, these spots, Cayman Islands, Barbados. Look at the globalness of this, coming together, converging on the Bronx in the early 70s. This was amazing what happened, amazing what went down. And if we're willing to throw that away in petty beefs and squabbles and robberies and shootouts and crimes against each other, you know, even the way we drive in the street, you know, like if you're listening to me right now, you know, think about how you drive. You know, don't just cut your spirituality off, you know, with a call like this, or read the gospel and say, yeah, I'm spiritual, then get in your car and act like a demon. I mean, this is like, I'm noticing all these people on the road, angry, aggressive, sad, distracted even, you know, just in the car like they in their own world. And it's like, man, you can see the lack of civility, the lack of spiritual knowledge, just in how people drive. The discourteousness, the aggressiveness, just in how people drive. I see people, you know, sometimes you got to take up the road because you're making a U-turn and your car too big. So you make the U-turn. I didn't make the whole U-turn. So you got to turn around. This car want to drive right down on you. They right on you like, dude, you don't see I'm making the U-turn. I'm not trying to block. But this is how people are acting. No care for one another. No care for one another. And this is what the point is. So they waiting for us now because the DJ's playing the joint now. So they waiting for us. We're gonna go and blaze these people. This is what hip hop is really all about. Peace, love, unity, safely having fun. What are we pushing at the temple? Health. I should stop right there. Health. Mental health, spiritual health, career health, physical health, health. Love. Care for one another. Love, you give it and be able to receive it. Love. Love. Awareness. Being aware. Knowing what's going on. Being aware. Getting knowledge. Knowledge of the environment and knowledge of yourself. And of course, wealth. Not just riches, but wealth. Living well. Feeling good. That includes money, but that's not all it is. Wealth is about well-being, and it connects you back to your health. Your real wealth is your health. So take care of yourself. Don't think negative thoughts. Don't read negative thoughts. Don't include your being in gossip and scandal. Keep your mind focused on your purpose, your goals, and your vision. The ancestors are judging us all. I'm KRS-One. We out. Let me go get this party started right now. One. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me